Hey everybody, my name is Damjan Denoble. This is February 28th, 2025, and this is your H-2B update. So as of today, okay, so if we look at the processing times, which are right here, these are the processing times off the website, you can see that 37,000 positions have been certified. If you actually go to the USCIS website, they haven't updated their cap count, still at 12,000. So that's actually of no use to us. But what this tells me, and this is in line with other what I've been saying, is that the cap is about to be met. It wasn't met on the 26th. I was correct in pushing it forward. I think the cap could be met as early as tomorrow. Maybe it was met today, although I'm skeptical. Maybe tomorrow, though, and definitely by Monday, because we typically get about 36, 37,000 positions certified in a cycle. That's called the float above those 33,000 that are given out for new worker visas. Um, we typically get about 37,000 positions certified before the cap is met, and we're right there. Okay, so I have in my hand my last two applications that got e-certified this morning. I already got two in earlier today, so I'm trying to get in everything I can because it is a race. So if you have your e-certification today, I would get that to your courier for an overnight to arrive tomorrow, because you're racing against people like me who are trying to get it in, and the cap could be met tomorrow and will definitely be met by Monday. And your courier services, the last call on Saturday for like a FedEx is noon. So make sure you get your stuff in if you are trying to make it under the cap. Almost all my Group Bs made it this year, which is unusual. And I wonder if that's because there was a higher number of NODs in Group A. So again, the cap is about to be met if it hasn't already tomorrow, high chance. And if not tomorrow, then definitely by Monday, meaning Monday would be the last day that you get things in. Either way, you got to send things off with a courier by noon tomorrow, Saturday, March 1st. All right. So, DOL overall, given the challenges, I think they've done a really good job. Many fewer NODs this year. Maybe that was part of the strategy, right? Not to focus on too many details. What I would tell you is that right now we are processing Group D, and you can see that in the chart. Group D is 76% of the way through. That means that next week, probably mid to late week, we're going to start Group E. And I think we're going to be through with everything by the first week of April, maybe the start of the second week, at which point May 15th starters will start processing. At this point, I expect Group D and C, if they haven't gotten under the cap, most C's haven't, no D's have. They should all be able to get returning workers. That's my prediction if they want them. Otherwise, they have a lot of these people in this group have already set up, made arrangements to try to get workers who are cap exempt. So I think that most D's get returning workers, and I think some Group B's get through. Okay, everybody else, you got to be looking at Central American workers and workers that are cap exempt. So if you are in Group D, just make sure you're responding to any NODs. Make sure that your job orders are up. Cross your T's, dot your I's, that sort of thing. Group B, your moment is next week, May 15th starters. I expect processing to start first week April, second week April, once all these groups are processed. Notice that Group G is smaller than the rest, so plan accordingly. That's really it, everybody. The cap is here, so get everything in. I've been rushing to get everything. All right, guys, can you hear me now? Should be able to hear me. Sorry about that. Sorry, everybody. Eric asks if I have a group EFG. It was me, Eric. Sorry. Yes, you can get visas from Colombia, Salvador, Costa Rica. That's that additional allotment of visas that we were talking about. Okay, so you're an EF and G. That's absolutely what you should be looking for in terms of bringing workers in, because they do have an additional allotment. Okay, thanks, Eric. All right, anybody else? Any other questions? I had Eric, I had Devin. Anybody else? Devin, I don't know if you heard me, but interviews so far have not been, I haven't seen an impact on interviews for H-2Bs from everything that's happening here in terms of government changing out. And as far as I know, South Africa's processing is normal. Typically, when do you start interviewing? That's up to your employer. You know, it's up to them when they get to the embassy. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Any other questions? Wide open. Here's your $400 an hour question. Free. Anybody? Okay, guys. Thanks so much for joining. I'm sorry that the stream was a little messed up there by my poor mic skills. Good luck, everybody in the H-2B, and we'll see you next week. All right, take care.